Niggas always talking about that cat.
Defend himself from what? From what? What was he defending himself from? Tell me that. Some of you motherfuckers think this is a joke.
This ain't no game.
They straight, they think this a fucking joke. We with you, baby. We with you. They want him back in Ferguson. I can't get nobody back.
R.I.P. to the ones we lost. No justice, no peace.
Does anybody care for the pain of the mothers? Does anybody care for the tears that be running down their cheeks? Because they baby just got killed in the streets by the people that's supposed to protect and serve. But that's not what they do. They rather point and shoot and fix the situation after your soul is levitating. Man, I'm hating the world that I'm living in. It's full of sin, full of darkness. Where is the light? They supposed to be the ones read us of rights, but how can they when they not even doing right? All they want to do is take a life. But we wrong if we stand and fight. Man, I can't stand the sight of the government. Babies dying, mamas crying, criminals getting off, and they loving me. R.P. to Mike Brown, Trayvon, got my hoodie on, ready to get my snack on, cause I'm a renegade and I'm not afraid to say what's on my mind. Any given time of day, cause Lord knows they could've did it in a better way, but they chose a different route and they thought of each bullet before they let them come out. Now you knew what you was doing before you even did it. And you know you should pray for them crimes that you committed. And you know you was wrong, but your ass still did it. But I pray for the innocent, and I pray that they souls was heaven sent. And I pray for the parents that's so caring for their loved ones, cause I know they on their knees and they cannot breathe. So I pray to you, Lord, help us, please.
Why they gotta lie? Why they gotta die? I'm on the corner screaming, why like this? No mother should ever look at a child like that. Nobody should never hurt a child like that. I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. Said I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Nah, looking over my shoulder. I didn't do anything wrong, that's what I told you. You don't listen to the ground, yeah, you just fold them. Cause we seem to be at the bottom of this here totem. Don't matter the age, man, your rage, man, and your fear, man. Get the best of you, man. And yeah, I'm talking to the man, cause I want y'all to understand. No longer puppets here, man. Cause all this dying can't be in the plan. This dying can't be in the plan. Got blood in the streets, it's a shame. Can we stop it? Sheesh. Influenced by way of living, say it will make you a beast. But talking about selling poison ain't the way to breach. These young minds, they spending time living lies. Say that it can get you money, yeah, your future looking bright. But remember, quick money always comes with a price. Sooner or later, that price will be realized. Follow the Lord and your path will be realized.
Follow the Lord and your path will be realized. Young minds and spending time living life. Follow the Lord and your path will be realized.
I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up. There was the true meaning of its creed. Behold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created in you.
R.P. to Trayvon, R.P. to Mike Brown, R.P. to everybody who ain't getting no love before this died down. Civilians are getting killed, homie. The law committing crimes now. Soon we all gonna be in trouble. It's only a matter of time now. So if anybody's saying I'm wrong, tell them zip it up as if they fly down. Got me nervous even when I drive home. Just because I'm black, I'm making shot down. Speaking to them in the wrong tone, things get escalated, raising eyebrows. You're recording because you got your phone on. No indictment, but you might get 5 rounds. That's real. Man, I told you that I'm fed up. Gotta tell my homies, try and keep your head up. Everybody out here always getting set up. Will it ever let up? Cause even if you put your hands up and you say you give it, man, you might get wet up. They ain't even thinking about using their handcuffs, and it's true. And I can't go blame every cop, but if we don't do something now, all this crime will never stop. Protest after protest over those who protect us, yet shoot to kill and arrest us. You committed crime, keep it best stuck. Hey, I seen both the good and the evil. I met great men who have badges, love protecting their people. I've seen civilians kill others cause finances ain't equal. Both sides have got to change. I pray that my message can reach you. Down.
Why they gotta lie? Why they gotta die? I'm on the corner screaming, why like this? Nobody should ever look at a child like that. Nobody should never hurt a child like that. I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. Said I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Gotta lie. Why they gotta die? Mama on the corner screaming why like this. Nobody should ever get a child like that. Nobody should ever hurt a child like that. I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. Said I can't breathe. No, I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
And thanks again for joining us at WTMH Radio Spotlight of Columbus. And we have Miss Brandy Jackson on the show today. Yay. How are you, Brandy?
I'm well.
Great. Okay. So we have been for the last few weeks going and talking to, different entrepreneurs and, as far as what's going on and, how did they get started? What made them or what was say it for me. I'm just lost right now.
What was their inspiration?
There we go. That's the word.
There we go.
No,
she said she got to do with the Sprite.
Yeah, I got to do with the Sprite today. I don't have our Starbucks today, sir. I said, that's a family thing now. That's a family thing. Yeah. Okay. So, again, what we were talking about is, just this is a platform, to all the entrepreneurs that's here in Columbus, Ohio. Not have we just been bringing them on, but we've been telling them to call, join into the conversation. We actually have a email that they can actually send music. And even if I don't put it on my show, we have Capone's show, where he does music. I mean, a lot of different artists here that we can put the music on for. So with that being said, because, we have worked, on a lot of different things together, from promotions to different, I guess, events we put together, the modeling, the fashion shows. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay.
It's been a while. It's been a long time.
So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I want you to, just start with telling us what you started with and how you got started in the business and, and where it sprung you to as of today.
Okay, no problem. Well, many might know or don't know that I actually started out modeling with Deepest Entertainment. So I actually was at, what was it, Red Zone?
Red Zone.
Many moons ago.
Red Zone.
And was it even Red Zone? It was one of those places.
It's called Red. The last thing I think it was called was Red Zone.
Okay, yeah. And so I met Miss D there, working with Deepest Entertainment, and she signed me as a model. And it kind of took from there, what led me into event planning. So now, fast forward from the modeling to event planning, I am now a full service wedding and event planner at Silver Confetti Events, which is my company I've had since 2011. And then I also co-own Urban Oasis Community Event Center with my husband, and we've had that since August of 2015. Right. And what got me inspired in doing that is models are notoriously late. And I got tired.
Okay.
And I got tired of just, paying babysitters, showing up to practices and, it being an hour, 2 hours, and said, I'm going to do this on my own. So partnered with Miss D, as well as OSU and my friend Tammy Alisada. And we did Peace, Love, and Fashion. And it's just grown from there.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. So when you were saying that, as far as the modeling and everything you did, and and I know Denise found you at, at Red Zone. So when you got started with the modeling, just tell some of the different, things that you've done, or, because what I want this to be about also is like, how can other people start getting, the girls,
right?
That they don't have to be out there with those guys and feeling like they need to, what do they need to do to get into the business, and what made you, what are the different things that made you decide that this is what you want, and what did you do to get in?
Well, I was very blessed because I did meet Miss D, and I had, through her and other people I met, she connected me with a lot of people. So I didn't really, it wasn't posting my pictures, you know, on Facebook and, you know, working with any kind of photographer. So I was blessed in that right, where they already had like a reputation established and I was kind of steered in the right direction. So, you know, to any upcoming models, just fact check their resume, check their work, you know, always be, the path of least resistance. You know, you don't want to put yourself in any situation where, you know, you're going to get hurt. So like, that's why I say, do your research, check these backgrounds. Just because they have a special of $25 for 2 edited photos does not mean you need to take pictures with that photographer.
Exactly.
And I, again, through Deepest Entertainment, I had the opportunity to work in music videos. I've been in Damari Faust videos, Young Wise. It's been a while, so if y'all changed y'all's names, I apologize. But just, you know, walked in a number of fashion shows, Fashion Week Columbus. So just, you know, be selective, you know, with what you're doing. I didn't take a lot of, what do you want to call it? Big booty, you know, classless type pictures. Know your lane, know your strong suit, know where it is you want to go and have a clear idea about that, and you can't go wrong.
Well, I know one of the things that me and Denise were really strong about is the girls that we brought in. We were really, I say, almost like motherly like, because we would like the minute you guys would tell us, okay, this person, you know, wants to work with me, we did our due diligence.
And that's to this day. That's to this day.
Exactly.
Ms. D still has my back. Fact checks. If I post something that excuse me.
What did you post that for?
Take that down.
Take it down. Yeah. We've both been like that as far as different things that, you know, but Denise, she is just like meticulous, you know, because of the fact that she wants the girls, along, you know, both of us wants the girls to have that persona about them, that they know that, okay, this is the type of girls you're going to have here. But if you're looking for the booty butt, shake your rump and all of that stuff,
that's not that's not. So yeah, you got to know yourself and know what your end result is, what you're working toward.
So once you did the modeling and you got that through, I know you started doing your own events and things like that. So tell us how that got started.
Well, I started out my own events. We're doing fashion shows and like small parties for just people I knew. But I noticed that I really had a passion for that. I really like diving in and putting the event together and decorating. So that got me started with Silver Confetti events. And actually, one of the first weddings I did was Olivia wedding. So, you know, that it just went from there and just grew from doing that. And then thankfully I met my husband and, you know, to have somebody that believes in you wholeheartedly is a blessing, to the tune of him getting a business, a venue, and basically just here you go.
See, and that's what I was going to ask. How did you guys meet? I mean, because you have a baby together now, and see when I come and I talk to you about the different things that, you know, I want to work with you with. He's right there and he's bringing in chairs and he's getting stuff together and he's making sure to talk to people. So tell me, like, how did you guys meet?
Well, we met through a mutual friend, and I don't know. He just told me one day he liked me. Actually, I was getting ready. One of his other friends was getting ready to ask for my phone number. He's like, hold on. Wait a minute. I like you. And I just really took to him. I was going through some things at that time, but I took to him because he supported my dream and added to it. You know, well, you know, you could do this and then take it here. And that was kind of what it was with the venue. I really was not looking for a venue. That was not in my game plan. It was really, please, somebody hire me to do your baby shower, anything. Right. So he owns Christian Capital, and he works with different, you know, property managers and things. And he was able to get the property at a good price. And like I said, here you go, babe. Make it work. And if it works, you don't have to clock back in. And thank God, 4 years later, I have not clocked back in.
Not clocked back in. See, and I know, and that hasn't stopped you also from doing the fat, because you're still doing the modeling.
I do.
You're still doing the events. You're still working with, and tell us about some of the people you've worked with just in fashion and in your business as far as the catering and things like that.
Well, I've had the opportunity again to work with Fashion Week Columbus. So Tommy McClure.
Hi, Tommy.
Yes. One person that was very instrumental was Miss B Foster. She actually, taught Damon Shepherd,
she taught Tommy.
how to sew, worked with them. So she was very instrumental in bringing me in to work with her on the Chandelier Gala, and just there's a class about her and an air about her. So I appreciate all the women in my life. That is one thing I've been so blessed with is I've got you, I've got Miss D, I've had Tammy, I've got Miss B. I have all these classy ladies that carry themselves in a certain way. I always tell my mom, man, when I get there, I'm gonna be bad.
Well, that is so sweet. That's sweet to say. I really appreciate that. I do, because I have to deal with Capone sometimes, and I forget that I have to still be that.
Don't do that. Don't try to throw me in there like that. That was not cool. Yeah, like. She was waiting to throw me in the fire. Like, I ain't doing that. I'm over here working.
I don't know if you listen to the show, but this is us all the time.
I listened last week to tune.
Yeah, because we're at it constantly. But if
she's at it. You see, I ain't saying not
today.
Real nice.
Not today.
I'm just over catching up on some work.
Not today. But yeah, okay. So on that note, when we were talking about as far as the events and things like that, because I know you did a couple of our events that we were like, okay,
yes,
to get you, going and everything when we did the
Columbus Museum of Art fashion show. That was very big.
So much fun there.
That was a lot. Now, one thing I have learned after all the fashion shows, because I have also had the opportunity to work with Christina Scott.
Yes.
I walked for her with the mannequins, and I actually have the honor of walking for Akili Cooper Jahi at Christina's final show next Saturday. It's bittersweet, but it's really awesome just to see where not only myself but everyone else has grown throughout the years. And
I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
It's been at least like 6.
It has. It has. So it's.
I was shocked. She's been talking about okay, I'm getting ready to let it go. I'm letting it go, and I'm like, yeah,
you
whatever,
have
Chris.
to.
But I was thinking no, because she just thrives at it. It was like when one's coming, she's already working on the next before that one comes out.
But she's got to move on. She's got bigger and better shows like this Curve the Runway, that she's done. That is awesome. And the platform that it's given, the curvy lady, yes, she's got to take that and run with it. So, and then, we all have to say thanks to her, because there's a lot of models in the last 6 years that we would not have been on stage had she not
brought that out.
So, thank Christina too. Shouts out to
Christina
Jones. Not Scott, Christina Jones.
Definitely. Oh, and congratulations.
And I'm gonna thank her too, because Christina Jones and I was coordinator for her ceremony and reception. So I helped out there. But she was on it because she's a wedding planner herself. Right. So I just had to come in and
she
do what she said. Yes.
Like, I need this here, that there. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Yes. So it was, again, it's a pleasure, to work with others that they know what you've gone through, and to see others' growth as well is just awesome.
Good. So where with everything that you're doing, because you're always into something here, something there, what are your plans? Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as far as everything that you're doing? Because,
well, I am an international luxury wedding and event planner. So in the next 5 years, I plan to be doing destination weddings and not be sitting here in Ohio. I will be planning events via my laptop, tablet, and cell phone.
Right. And I was thinking about that, because it's a show that comes on Sundays. And it's called like travel destinations. And
I watch all of them. The food channels. I watch the $1 Billion Listing. All of them.
Right. Because I was thinking, especially with that one, when the stuff that they do and they put out to people. I mean, what I was thinking, because they're looking for people on a constant basis to help them with doing things like that. And the first thing, I was thinking, hi everybody, is that would be awesome as far as you bringing some of that, to the table and, putting it out there. And it's just too many different events and things like that, and different shows that's out there that needs that person, because they need to have things that's set up a certain way and brought to it, to have that ambience or a storyline to it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm noticing that, little by little, you're showing those storylines with each thing that you're doing, whether it be part of, your catering all the way down to, you know, storylines as far as the things that you're doing as far as fashion as well?
Yeah, I'm really trying now in 2018 to define my niche. I call it perfecting the process. So I've got a number of workshops and classes that I'm going through to better myself, personally and business wise. But finding your niche and just settling into that, because there's a million event planners, you know, so you just got to find out, you know, what works best for you and grow on that and build your brand around that, and try not to get discouraged. So, you know, just like with Christina, you know, moving out of fashion, I too have kind of stepped away from that. I really love the wedding and events, and I love creating moments for people. And that's, I have the opportunity to do that more if I'm working with you one-on-one, where a fashion show, there's just so many different moving parts. There's so many different people you've got to try to reel in and control that. I'm kind of moving away from that.
Well, I give it to you when you was with Miss B and you were so nervous and you were, you know, I said, you know, I took it to you side like, it's okay. You got this. You know, but and you know, but the thing about it is nobody ever seen it. See, and you remember we were talking about that. It could be a lot of stuff that's going on in the background. Just never let them know what's going on in front. Nobody ever knew.
They don't.
And
Everyone
was
thinks it's
clapping,
going
and
smooth.
it was just the best thing ever. And you was almost like
I know. I'm pulling my hair. No. Don't walk now.
No, wait. Sounding like y'all like that, like Junior. Wait. Yeah, but you did. I mean, you kept it going. You kept it moving, even when there was some glitches. Nobody's seen that. It's just I see because I know you. You know, and I see the stress in your face because I was like, I remember.
So just moving. That's why I'm trying to move away from that and just do the one-on-ones and things. And I like that. I like that a little better. Yeah. And I don't like to let other people down either, because with fashion shows and you know, even with me walking with for somebody else, you know, I can't always be at rehearsals, and I don't want it to be taken as, you know, disrespect or anything, but I run 2 businesses. I have children. I'm married. So I got to be selective and, you know, be honest, like where I can commit and where I can't. And that's being honest with myself and others.
Yeah, so I know you got some questions.
So one of the questions that I do have for you is, what was your defining moment in your transition? Because I know everybody has that transitional moment when they're like, okay, so I've gone from this model, and you were running shows. Like you were, anytime I turned around, I've always seen you in the show. So during that time, when you wanted to transition, what was that moment like? What was your thought process during the transitional part from you being the model to you being the event planner?
Security for my family. I wanted something, and I don't want to sound discouraging, but as far as modeling, it was kind of, am I going to take this and run with it and be professional and, you know, go that direction? Or, you know, am I going to find something that I'm happy with that I can build wealth on? And that was kind of my defining moment. I wanted to be able to be with my children, be at home with them. I wanted the freedom to be flexible, to set my own schedules. And so in 2012, I lost my job. I lost my grandmother. And I was out. Like I had a new apartment. I had a child. I had no job. I was modeling, and it was kind of like, okay, what can I do now? And I had nothing else to really turn to. I mean, I could model, but not a lot of things here are paying unless you're going to like LA or New York. Right. So I could only rely on what I could do. And that's my skills. I'm very good at managing things. I'm creative. So that was my defining moment. I had no job and nothing else to do but rely on my own skills.
And it's so funny because a lot of people that we bring on, that is what they're defining. It's either that their family was their motivation, or that they hit a certain point in their life. Yeah. That made them think, okay, I can't depend on somebody else to, you know, as far as their money, I need to start making my own money.
And security and something to fall back, you know, back on. And, you know, I didn't want to be put in that situation again where I'm clocking in on somebody else's clock and at their discretion, I could be let go. Or, I did start working at Alliance for a little while, but even that, if you don't make call quota, if you don't, do this, then I'm also a person. You got to know yourself. I'm one of those people. I will learn something, I will exceed at it, and then I become complacent. I'm like, you get bored. I don't want to do it anymore. Right?
Yeah, that's
me. Yeah, I get bored, and when I get bored, I stop staring. Yeah.
I do stupid stuff.
Yep. And that's actually what happened. I quit caring about the quality because I had already mastered it. They already got me in supervisor doing things, so it wasn't important to me anymore.
Right.
But with the event planning, with weddings, the parts that make people pull out their hair, I'm cool.
Like, I got this.
Yeah, I got this. We don't got to worry about it. You lock the keys in the car, we still going down the aisle. Things like that. I can handle that. So that, to answer that question, it was just I was down and out, and I wanted a way to make money that was going to be reliable, that no one could take away from me.
Exactly. And I think when the point that you made as far as the work thing, I know that's because that is me. It was like any time that I succeeded and I was enjoying it and happy and getting and coming to the kids like, I got this. Oh, I just got a promotion. But then it was like, after I got to a certain point, I was like, now I'm bored.
Yep.
And then
what's next?
And then this one literally said, they were like, okay, Mom, but you know how you are. You're excited about it now and you get excited about it, but then you're going to get bored. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I got this and this, that, and the other. And then
my sister said that the first couple weeks I was working at Alliance, I'm like, I love this job. It's great benefits. She was like, give it a little while.
Yeah. And they say that every time because that's how I would get. It was like, that's how I would get. I was like, okay, And I don't think I want to go any further because I still want to do this with what I want to do.
Right.
So and then that makes me more like they have me more pulled in to the point where I can't now. I don't want
now you got to go in that fork in the road. It's either creativity or the 9 to 5, and
that's still a learning experience.
What I figured out is how to do it both until I get where I want to go.
Yeah.
So, but I was able. But what I was thinking in my head, I do is the best to my ability to the point where then they let me make my own schedule.
You go. Yeah.
And they let me do, which is what I'm doing now. Like I get to make my own schedule. I still got the raise. I still got this, which is helping me to evolve in what I'm doing now, which is Spotlight of Columbus, radio to TV, CW coming soon.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, but it's like I had to think outside of the box still. I'm working for these people, but actually they're working for me because I'm benefiting from the way I'm doing it now.
Right.
Yeah. So I totally understand, what you mean, in that aspect of it. Now, what we're going to do, we are going to take a break here real quick. And hit microphone.
Like that, you just go like that.
Yeah, just like that.
You're supposed to say something after that.
Just like that, because I want to look at you, so we got that vibe right here. That vibe. We ain't got no vibe now either. I mean, he telling me no about everything. I mean, you making me feel like I'm not wanted today, Capone. What is it? What's going on?
You ain't bring me nothing to eat or drink, man.
See, and that's what it
ain't nothing to talk about.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Because I usually have everything in here for him. So, yeah, I had to rush in here today, so I didn't get to bring him his.
Well, I want you to know I left some king size crab legs at home to be here. So I feel
high five. Because see, they still home for you to eat.
You did what now?
Yeah. Look how he looking like for real. That's what she wants to
say. King size crab legs, be here. My husband.
So we're going to be right back on WTMH Radio, Spotlight of Columbus.
Whoa. True story. 218. Whoa. Everyone Records. Yeah. Little niggas better listen. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. This story tragic, let me tell you how it happened. His name was Lil J, he was raised by some addicts. His daddy was a dealer and his mama was a junkie. He always got suspended cause he felt nobody loved him. 100 pounds when he used to get picked on in class. His father called the case and his mama smoking glass. He started hanging in the streets with the wrong ones. Because he was broke, he got a sack and a gun. Now this before we started smoking weed and having sex. He took care of his mama, even paid off a debt. He had a couple siblings, but the state came and took him. He was already out, so the state overlooked him. He moved with his grandma, but he didn't like the rules. Either that or the streets, so he had to pick and choose. The game getting deeper for him, not to mention lonely. His mama on the corner buying dope from his homies. He think that he a man, but don't even understand. He got no education, he don't even got a plan. The ones he thought was looking out, looking down on him, they only come around when they want to clown on him. He getting to the point where he don't want to feel the pain. He committed suicide, Lil J was his name. Yeah, he committed suicide, Lil J was his name. If you can feel me at this time, you be bobbing your head too. I told you walk a righteous path, but you do as I do. I don't want you to die young, so live on. And when I die, please don't bury me in the cold. If you can feel me at this time, you be bobbing your head too. I told you walk a righteous path, but you do as I do. I don't want you to die young, so live on. And when I die, please don't bury me in the cold. Her real name to me, nickname Scam. She sleep around so much, it's like I just can't understand it. Nice little shit, she look like Roxy in the face. But she can't be trusted, steal from your place. She got a little daughter, but she always with a mom. Cause Tamika on the street selling sex is a job. I guess that was the only way that she had an escape. Because when she was younger, she got set up to get raped. She out looking for love, but nobody satisfied. One night I saw her with her hands covering her eye. Nothing for me to say other than baby, God bless. Having sex with niggas ain't no way to kill stress. But she gon' live a life the way that she wanna live. And it's very irresponsible because she got a kid. Her daughter break that grind, asking where her mommy at. Grandma always gotta tell her that she coming back. But they don't understand that Tamika died slow. Sleeping with everybody, she got sick in her, you know. Ain't no help to give, she ain't even trying to live. She know she about to die, so it is what it is. Whoa. So loud, baby. See y'all out there running your body as your temple. Look, don't need no man make you feel good. Keep that, be careful, this can happen to you. If you can feel me at this time, you be bobbing your head too. I told you walk a righteous path, but you do as I do. I don't want you to die young, so live on. And when I die, please don't bury me in the cold. If you can feel me at this time, you be bobbing your head too. I told you walk a righteous path, but you do as I do. I don't want you to die young, so live on. And when I die, please don't bury me in the cold.
So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mama's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends know me sticking around. I get it from my mama's. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mama's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends know me sticking around. I get it from my mama's. I get it from my moms. 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 I did it from my moms. Gotta get it from my moms. Gotta get it from my moms. moms. I get it from my moms. Working all day long. Hard-headed and stubborn. Don't give a fuck what you want. Nigga, I do what the fuck I want. Grind hard, put the team on. Live life like your last days. All the bullshit can stay gone. Don't nobody work as hard as me. Work hard for my family. Niggas hate that's so lame to me. Same shit, people changing on me. Live and learn, nothing new to me. I'm trying to put it for my city. Fuck, hate to live life for my mama. I get it from my mom. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mom's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends don't be sticking around. I get it from my mom's. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mom's. It's only fam in my section now. Yeah. Cause your friends don't be sticking around. I get it from my mom's. Hey. I get it from my mom's. 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 Gotta get it from my mom's. Gotta get it from my mom's.
I get it from my mom's. My race is trying to keep up. Going through this hard struggle. Gun in my mouth. Suicide thoughts. Smoke this weed just to kill the thoughts. Taking shots. I got bullet wounds. Write the stories in my notepad so y'all understand what I'm going through. My told me to believe my soul, so I need to do what I gotta do. Stay real and always stay true. Like a board game shit, gotta make moves. I'm headed to the top. Pray to God I don't drop. And I'm trying to work hard and get it to my heart.
I get it from my mom's. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mom's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends don't be sticking around. I get it from my mom's. She told me never let them stress me out. So I never let them stress me out. I did it cause my mom's. It's only fam in my section now. Cause your friends don't be sticking around. I get it from my mom's. 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 Gotta get it from my mom's. Gotta get it from my mom's. Gotta get it from my mom's.
Hey, a lot of people always asking why nobody made it up out of Columbus, Ohio. Man, a lot of people done made it up out of here. They just kept going, man. We're not mad at you, man. Go get that bag, man. But people always try to say, you know, the problem is this person ain't doing what that person doing and all these things. Well, this is my opinion. I'm gonna say what the problem is. Man, they say the city won't make it out, but every time I throw a show, I bring the city out. A lot of people perform and they banged out, but that's life. Even dads don't stay around. If you really watch a business, then handle it. No, we ain't friends. You gotta learn to micromanage shit. Selling CDs hard, worse than panhandling. End up giving it away, saying play my hit. See the problem with my city, just the next level. All we see is nice cars and a fresh bezel. People dying every day using heavy metal. Talking about they want a wife but won't settle. Just confusing in the Bucktown state. Man jumping office, but they didn't watch the debate. We control our own meals, even pick our own plate. Hard-headed on the diet, still frying them steak. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is our own fault. We still talking about peace and not aiming for bark. Everybody gotta run, ain't no room to just walk. Got a plan to be Jack on that damn beanstalk. Cause the sky's not the limit, y'all forgot about space. Everybody got a bed, I'm talking every race. R.I.P. to my dad, we had a similar face. I'm just trying to make a mark before I exit this place. But the problem's not Ohio, it's every state. All we need is one shot with some ice cream and cake. We gotta see victory, all we need is a taste. But I get it, we're a threat to all the states. Middle finger to the haters that won't give us a chance. Only time y'all rock with us is when we handle y'all bands. Don't even give a good show. Smoke our weed and just stand. Y'all won't get a dime from me. I hope y'all do understand. That's what the problem is. Really? Listen, man. Real talk. My opinion, what the problem is. Man, it don't take a genius to figure this out. Listen, man. I just told you what the problem is. It ain't about coming together, man. It ain't about no unity, gotta like me. That's what the problem is. It's just about working, man. Let's just get it, man. Nobody wanna work with nobody, man. That's what the problem is. That's what the problem is, man. Everybody wanna be like everybody else. that. Ohio State, we got all the sound, we got all the moves, we got it on everything. But the problem is, y'all want to fall first. The problem is, you go get that bag, take care of them kids, stay out of trouble, man. That's what the problem is. Bro, we good, man. But that's just my opinion. What? That's what the problem is. Yeah, that's what the problem is. Yeah, that's what the problem is. I'm out. That's what the problem is. I'm just talking out the side of my neck, man. That's what the problem is. Yo, I'm gone, man. I'm gonna get at you. Alone I stand.
And welcome back to WTMH Radio, Spotlight of Columbus. Again, we are. I need my drink.
We're gonna get you
I
a
need
drink.
my drink.
That's sad.
We're about to call Uber Eats and have them drop you off a drink.
So we're gonna do that
That's
again.
sad.
Welcome back to WTMH Radio.
She started to look at the
Spotlight
wall.
of Columbus.
You see, she started to look at the wall.
I didn't look at the wall.
Wow.
And we are here with Brandy Jackson. We have William Morris, and that person back there that always got some side comment. That's Capone.
That person.
That person.
Wow.
Like I'm
That-
just adopted.
that
Like, all right. That's
person.
good.
I don't
got
believe
it.
them. You're just
She got
being
it.
so well behaved
She-
today.
No,
That's
actually,
today.
actually
That is
today.
I'm good. I'm always good. She be provoking me.
Today. Let's
Actually,
just say
Actually,
that.
today
That's
he's
right.
doing much better than
He's
normal.
doing okay.
Much better than normal, because usually we back and forth like constantly, because I still feel like starving. And he talks about it, but he'll eat it in a heartbeat. You know
I
what I'm
be
saying?
hungry.
I wouldn't brought
What's one thing I said? I'm greedy.
drinks.
He said you
I was
bring it.
honest.
You bring it. It's
And
a
the
wrap.
chai tea, that was
Chai tea.
that chai tea that I bought up here. That
It was
that-
better than that last one.
told you.
It was
I
better.
told you.
It was better than the last one, but it was still all right, though.
See? Oh, you don't got nothing to say, right?
But like the food that I told her the food was
Chai
the
tea was
bomb.
better though.
But I'm saying the food, like if I
You
like
know
it,
what I
like
bought
it was good.
What you think I bought him?
You brought him the thing that you got Junior hooked to, didn't you?
No. I'm talking about the food from Panera. What's
She brought me
your
The
sandwich?
bacon turkey bravo.
That's what you ate.
I'm gonna have
I
to.
don't even remember eating that. I was talking about the soup.
Wait, it wasn't.
Talking about
With the
the
Asiago.
soup.
No,
That was just chicken.
the Asiago with the real steak, the shredded
Oh
steak.
yeah, that
This is
was
our
that.
plug
Get
for
that,
Panera.
They getting free
Send us
advertising.
some
You gotta pay.
coupons,
Send me a check.
Panera.
Right?
Send me a check.
I forgot I ate that sandwich because I was sick. And
How
the
do
soup-
you forget you ate it? You was just
Because
all about the steak
I
and
for-
how good it was.
Because I forgot about because the soup was
Listen,
better.
listen,
The
no.
soup was better than the sandwich.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
The
We got other songs I like one, but it was still all right.
we done until Panera cut the check though.
Right.
We done with that until Panera cut the check.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be advertising the bacon turkey bravo.
You got to send that email to them. Be like, listen,
Hey, listen.
you got to
Well,
come
he
in with a
hasn't-
Panera
he
shirt
Free
hat
advertising
on.
and everything.
But he hasn't eaten that yet. The one I got him was the steak Asiago sandwich.
It'll change your life, bro.
Yeah, he
Well, that's
was
probably why I
Take
can
that back.
remember
It'll
because
change
I
your
was
life,
sick and I was eating it. So the steak was good, but I was sick. But that soup was good though.
Yeah, the minute he got on the radio, when I was listening to him, he was like, "I'm so sick," and I'm like, "Okay, soup, sandwich. We getting ready to get you a drink up there." I bought him a little. What was that? One of them big giant cinnamon rolls that they have.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
he
I was
was-
straight. I was straight.
Yeah, he's okay after that.
It's another place that everybody knows her.
He was like, "This
Like
is
Cheetos.
real cinnamon in here."
Yeah, because
I can taste the cinnamon.
But like I said, if we ever got it again, it just needs more cinnamon flavor.
That was the chai tea.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, the
because
chai
you could
tea.
taste it, but it tasted.
It's
like,
not supposed to have that much in there though.
Oh, I need more of that. For me to be like, yes,
You know,
I just
have you
need
tasted
more
the chai
of
tea
it.
before?
I haven't.
It actually tastes like the
It's a game
like
changer.
rice pudding. Have you ever had like?
It tastes like
rice
cinnamon toast crunch.
Listen,
Oh, I'm gonna go get me.
listen.
Just like cinnamon toast. It did.
You can get it
Chai
either iced. You can get an ice one, or you can have the actual hot one. I do both depending on the weather.
Well, I like cinnamon toast crunch, so I'm good.
Because when I first tasted, I was like, it tastes like cinnamon toast crunch, but I needed more of the
I'm
cinnamon.
gonna try
All you
that.
gotta do is just ask them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't go there, so next time you give me one, Tell him that I need one. Look at her nose flaring up.
If he go, he can be like, I need this to taste like cinnamon toast crunch.
I'm not going. I would never go. I mean, Panera Bread. I've been in there, but I ain't never going to the Starbucks. Never.
You feel like it's too sedity, huh?
Nah, it's too much to pick from. I'll just leave.
See, because if he said if it's up to him, he would do the black coffee.
This is how I'm going to bust his logic right here.
I don't shop. I hate shopping.
When you no. When you go to a restaurant, you feel the same way. Any restaurant?
No. Before I get to the restaurant, I'm already picking out what I
you
want.
Okay. So
nah.
See, okay, that's.
How do you go on new dates to new places?
That's the first one.
I'm sorry, are you married?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so how do you go on new dates to new places?
He don't. It's the same.
No.
You a Netflix and chill, dude.
No. I got a perfect, situation. Like if I go on a date or something, I make it into a game. I'm like, let's order each other's food and see, you know what I'm saying, and try something different, something that we haven't had on the menu.
That might be.
And it's pretty dope because now you get to share each other's food because, like, I'm going to order something that I've never, had. She's going to order something that she never had. And it just happens that it's going to be like, all right, now let me taste yours.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Okay.
So restaurant like that's cool. But
anyone looking for a date?
Ain't nobody going out with me. I'm the most hated person in Columbus right now.
Whatever. No, you're not.
My show is going crazy. I'm getting a lot.
He is really getting a lot of backlash.
Man, when you get to the top, you got the good and the bad. I just reached my highest numbers last week, and
I was a percentage
people,
of that.
People started coming on there.
That's
acting
a shame
crazy.
because I'm noticing that with the business and things too. That's a shame.
When you get up there, everybody want to be your friend. When you remind them that you're not their friend, then they get mad.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, bro, look out for him. You're like,
you gotta watch one of his shows and you'll understand what he means.
Okay. Real. Tomorrow. My show going down. Last week, 2 people. I was drunk as hell. 2 people won. 2 people. We drink. We go hard, but we never disrespect nobody. We're just we're like the Howard Stern Breakfast Club, kind of like.
Blunt.
It's crazy.
Oh, invite me on your show too.
Bring a bottle on the snack. But last week, 2 people won 350 spins of WTMX Radio.
I remember you had that contest going.
And when I woke up, I was like, I just gave away 700 spins. It's like, damn, how did I do that? So I had to come here and program for you. Like, well,
you didn't see my hit on there when you did that.
I probably did.
Because I was like, that's what I said. I was like, you had, and that's what I said. I was like, you have to be lit.
Well,
and all you said was hi, bitch, PATRICE, out of there.
Yeah. But here's the thing. For some reason, because I was sitting, I was like, for some reason, 350 just popped in my head. And I was like, if somebody can share the show, tag, and put the hashtag 350 and everything. Well, for some reason, they got me 5,200 hits in 2 hours.
Oh. Right.
I was like,
so now he had to do the spins the next day.
No. But here's the spins. This is how the spins work. I put the 2 people who helped those numbers get up. I grabbed one of their songs each, and I put them in the system. So for 30 days, in the top of every hour when the show's not going on, their song is guaranteed to play within the first 20 to 24, 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. So that's how, when you do that, you do the math on the hour. Sometimes it might play twice. The minimum is literally 350. Because whenever a show's not playing, that's when the engine kicks on.
Right. Yeah.
So it's playing they might get 470, 480, but then after that 30 days, I go back in the system. I take them out.
I'm gonna just tell you, I'm dropping 245.
Hey, the best part is I came up with a plan. I was like, I made a flyer right after, like the next day was like, earn it or purchase it. So now if somebody want to buy, if somebody want to buy 350 plus spins, you only charge them $50 for 30 days.
Oh. That's it. But in the same aspect, it's bringing your numbers up like big time. Yeah, because you're doing it like that. So that's
and the emails went up. I just had to download. I think today I downloaded like at least 30, and then I think yesterday was probably like another like 10 or 15. So it's working because we drink We have a good time because I got DJ Dre. I'll be having guests sometime. I don't even care about having guests no more, for real.
I remember because you had Wise freestyle on one.
But yeah, because I do 2 shows.
Between the 2 of them, you should understand why. Because they get
we have fun.
Like I literally be like, oh my gosh.
We have fun because like we work so hard.
And why, if you're listening, I need my character. That
was the last time I said. Yeah, you was in the Ultra Cocky video.
Yeah, I was the gold. I'm the gold avatar.
Yeah. But Wise was on my, because I do 2 shows from 4 to 6. I do the Book Underground show down here from 8 to 10. I got the after hour show upstairs in the studio, in the big red studio. So it goes down.
I think I did the other one. We were at the club and I played Hollywood.
Yeah, we did.
Hey,
we was at the we was at the club right here.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called then.
But we shot that. That was fun.
That was a weird, fun video. Nobody.
Was it weird and fun?
It was weird and fun because it was in the middle of the day, but we had to act like it was night. So they had to close the curtains and stuff on the building. And cut the lights on, and then it was like so unorganized.
And you know,
it was still fun, right?
I played a girl from Coming to America, and I'm going to be a model. And then after I'm a model, I'm going to do this.
Oh no, that was outside.
That was on Party.
That was like the speed dating video. Okay, I'm thinking of the one right here. That was somebody else. Yeah. We had the thing where we was in. That club was nice. It was like all wood. Everything was just shiny wood, and it was a speed dating like atmosphere video type.
J-Dub was hosting. Yeah.
And I was in the corner with some girls, and everybody was at tables with girls. Everybody had made up name tags. It was. But yeah, that was kind of organized. I'm thinking the one over here was really just like everybody do stuff. It was like
everybody do.
Hey, Ray, get behind the bar and rap. I was like, what the hell? Like, I don't even know the song. Like, it was fun. Yeah, that was outside. That was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. See how much we got going on.
It's those circles. Because the thing about it is, I seen all kind of stuff like with Capone, and I see him, doing certain things with different people and everything. But I had never met him, but he ran with the same circles. So I knew it was coming. And then so when I actually came here. And then they were like, okay, so Capone is going to be the one that's going to be working with you on the engineer. I was like, okay. And they was like, I was like, I know of him, but I've never really, met him. I know he's, does some stuff, around Denise, but I've never really met him. So I know, yeah. And then now
everything's dope now.
Right. Yeah, because everybody now, like, y'all had to have known each other before the show. And I'm like, no, it just clicked. Yeah, it just clicked. That's it. That was it. Because I'm telling you, if you actually heard the show, we at it all the time.
See, she keeps saying it's weed. Like you see how I'm being cool. It's her. Like she's so argumentative. Like she has to get the last 5 words.
Well, I don't know.
Don't say that. You're gonna get in trouble, bro. Don't say that. You're gonna get in trouble.
But Brandy has known me for a long time. Now, I'm not argumentative. I'm just very determined.
What the hell? That's the same.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Determined means to make sure you can understand what I'm saying, even if you don't agree with it.
This is my.
See what I'm saying?
That's like my post yesterday. I'm not bossy. I'm the boss.
It's the same thing.
No.
That actually was different because being bossy is.
Yeah, and
I get that, but
I want him to not to say that
she tries to force me.
She tried to beat you in submission.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Really?
Thank you. If she say this tastes good, she wants me to say it tastes good too.
That's my point.
You see, she didn't deny that.
That's not a reason. I know he's going to have his opinion. I just want him to make sure he understands mine.
Right.
That's the difference.
Do you see what's going on right now?
Yeah.
No, because that's the same conversation I have with my husband. It's not that you got to agree. It's understand.
Understand my position on it.
I know. See, that's the thing.
Do you understand?
I do understand that these are my taste buds and they're mine, but they're mine.
Not saying that they're not your taste.
That's like telling a dog that's blue. The dog gonna be like, that's great.
I'm not saying that you're supposed to deny your taste buds or that your taste buds.
You ask me, does it taste good? I say it's okay.
And you're wrong.
That is almost cussed. That's not fair.
Because that's wrong. It's just that you haven't got the particular taste of it yet. That's what it is.
That's why you just.
So I'm not allowed to not like.
No.
I'm not allowed to say
I
the
didn't
opposite.
say that.
Just shake your
I
head.
said you're allowed to have
Do
that
like
opinion, but I understand it's because you're not understanding.
But you can't tell
the
me
quality.
I'm wrong if I'm judging what I'm tasting.
You don't understand
acquired
Just-
taste.
You don't
See,
understand.
It's an acquired.
It's an acquired taste
It's
that
like
you
liquor.
haven't just
Like
just
a beer. I
acquired
hate
yet.
beer, and
Yeah.
people are always telling me it's an acquired. It tastes like stale peanuts to me.
No,
I just
listen, I don't like
always
beer
don't
either,
like
but if
that.
I'm already drinking it, and it's
That's what I'm
cold,
saying, and it's gonna give me even more.
but it ain't like I just got look. You ain't that grown.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Watch your mouth. Watch your tone. Watch your mouth.
We're allowed to judge what we taste.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't judge it. What
You
I'm
just
saying
told me
is
I
that
was wrong because I said it was okay.
because you haven't got that acquired taste for it yet.
I'm not
That's
supposed
my
to.
point. Why is there
Acquired taste is
that's
not
it.
for everybody.
Yeah,
It's
yes,
an
it is.
acquired taste. I don't acquire it.
Yeah, you're acquired.
I don't want it.
know why
Come
Capone
Now
is
listen.
not married.
Come on. This is your conscience.
Starbucks is not
You
the
have
reason.
not learned.
Nah.
See, but,
just-
but that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. That's what I'm saying. An acquired taste.
See, I could go. I got 12 steps.
But
that says
honestly-
I'm used to this.
Honestly-
This is your conscience.
Honestly,
Yeah,
he
we
has
get-
acquired it because he still drinks it, even though he says it's okay. So he's
No,
acquired
it's
it.
all right.
No, but I also
You know what I'm
say
saying?
I'm thirsty.
It's all right.
But if you're thirsty or not, if you
If you're
didn't like
thirsty,
it,
a hungry dog eats. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
I
you're
didn't
not
say it.
hungry. You better not say it.
I did say it. I said,
Yeah.
he's stupid as hell. I'll be thirsty, so I'm gonna drink it.
But my
And what did I
thing
say before? I was like, you bought it. I ain't let you waste your
thirsty
money.
or not, if you don't like it, you're not going to drink it.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So
Because
you-
I'm
that's a
hungry.
lot.
If I'm hungry, I could be starving. I'm not
But
going
I'm
to eat
still not
chitlins.
gonna
I'm not
I'm not going to eat chitlins.
Listen.
High five.
Listen.
You're
And I
not going
could
to
be
eat chitlins.
starving.
I think that might just be a male female thing. Because if you put anything in front of me, even I don't like watermelon. But
Really?
if there's
I don't
anything
either.
that I can eat,
I don't
I
either.
will eat it. You haven't seen it
You
happen.
don't
I
like
won't.
chitlins anymore.
I'm a starve.
You don't like chitlins anymore.
Who said that?
You.
You
Right. I love chitlins.
I haven't. I tasted the chitlin.
Grandfathers.
I tasted the chitlin when I was a kid, and my mom and them said I threw it up and everything. But this is what I will do. Since when I went traveling, I was eating all types of exotic, crazy food. I told myself one thing on my bucket list that I'm gonna have to try it one more time
Try every.
because
try a lot of stuff.
I really had monkey brain.
Ew.
It was not bad. I love calamari.
I
love
love
calamari.
calamari.
I
I
don't.
love
Yes.
calamari.
I love calamari. Like I love what was it?
But I don't know if I could try monkey brain.
No,
I didn't
when we was on the boat,
chocolate
they had a bunch of delicacies, and they just said,
Well, the
they
way
said
season
try
yeah,
it. They
it's
said
like-
and they was
I
like
can't.
little.
Delicacy, yes.
Well, you know, when I went on my cruise, I was being experimental like
It was
that.
white folks, huh?
Yeah.
It was
I
a bunch of
like,
them
let
like,
me go
this is
ahead and try
normal.
this.
Like-
Let me try that. That ain't. But chitlins, I don't know.
I was on
How
several
much hot sauce you
cruises,
put on 'em.
and somebody would put something in my right here, and if it didn't even like if it smelled right, I might, and then that's it.
See, that just means like
See.
when I go out and I do stuff like if I'm traveling, one thing I tell myself is like I may not get this opportunity again, so I'm not going in. I'm going in there just with a blank mind. I'm like, all right, what's that? Boom. If I like it, they give you the.
We are
And
about to
that
have
you-
a traveling food show with Capone.
Oh yeah, because I eat. Like the thing
That's
is,
what's up.
I think he would be great on one of those shows where they go around the world and they taste all those
Nah.
different.
Yeah,
I
like
do.
Chief Eats. I
Yeah.
love Chief
No, see, I
Eats.
can't do that because
Or
I
Anthony
can't eat
Bourdain.
spicy food. You know, a lot of those.
Listen,
foods,
that's why you got a co-host.
They be
See,
like,
there you
I
go.
got you with the spicy stuff, and then
bro, you
like,
could just go by yourself. I'm going to the
alright.
bar.
hey,
Taste imported
You
liquor.
try the imported
He'll
liquor.
try to put- but the liquors, now I can say those are good. When I've gone out of the countries and everything like that and tasted the different liquors and the different
Yeah.
kind of things that they put together in the liquors.
Mhm.
Now, but I
She
really
get
don't
giddy.
drink.
Oh.
Denise,
See,
remember?
no.
Oh,
No,
no.
you don't.
Denise was the one. Yeah, I
see
was
you
the
with the
one.
drink. I
Yeah,
never-
I mean, like
yeah.
I'll have one because I know with Denise and everybody else, I have to stay you know.
Yeah.
But she was getting drunk at my Halloween party, though.
listen,
Why you lying? Why you lying? Why you lying?
Did you get late? Yes or no?
she probably didn't. She
Yes or no?
was tipsy.
Yes or no?
I got tipsy.
That's
And
good
then
enough.
no, Because the minute I realized that I was tipsy.
What's the thing?
No, but what you know what I got
driving is still drunk.
But you know what it was?
Tipsy is still.
You know what it was? It wasn't the drink because they have fruit in the drink, and you know how it soaks
up the infused.
And I was here, and I was like, I don't need to drink. And I was like,
But here's the thing: there's 4 big bowls filled up with liquor and fruit just floating around.
Yeah, and I was tearing that fruit up. And then all of a sudden, when I looked at Philip, and I seen 2. And then we did some video and he was just like doing this, and I was like, I was like, oh my God, that's not me. I was like, I gotta go home. I did. He was like, you going home right now? I was like, yes, I am.
Hey, the moral of the story is she had a ball.
I did.
At least you knew.
I really did, but I knew when to stop because they were still giving me drinks. They really was. Yeah, and they just kept like, I was like, no.
Oh, don't forget the 27th, we having a turtle party upstairs.
What's a turtle party?
Turtle party, just to break it down, it's like you know, like the old school like country club, they always had the white people in there also did everything. Turtle parties is a nationwide networking. Of course, there's drinking involved that you don't have to, but it's a party amongst grown folks.
Okay.
And there's like about 400,000 people in the United States that's part of this turtle party. It's probably about like 5,000 or 6,000 Midwest, Ohio, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I started my own pond because I throw a lot of turtle parties at the King Center. Saturday. Yeah, I throw a lot of them at the King Center and at the Brick. Mm-hmm. Well, now that I started my own pond, we call it 80 Proof Turtles. And now that I got my own pond, now the place is upstairs. So you come in, you can become a turtle. It's part of a club.
What's
and
the
it's
attire?
Really fun. Oh, be
turtleneck.
But
I'm gonna wear a turtleneck.
That boy got a turtleneck. Hey, nasty as hell. He nasty as hell. I'm gonna play. Listen.
No.
Just play some music.
See, he trying to get me in trouble. He trying to get me in trouble,
bro. I said it.
Literally meant a turtleneck.
Bro, there was only one place in the world at one time that was said just like you said.
And you knew it.
It's been on TV. Everybody's seen it.
Okay,
I didn't see it. I meant
it was a comedy show. It was a joke.
See, I didn't even mean it in that manner. I was going.
But it's how you said it, bro. You said it.
I said it like Mike Epps. That boy got stretchy pants. That was the same concept. Right,
and that's how he said. That's exactly how he said the turtleneck.
I didn't mean it like that.
You keep that neck still.
Yeah. Stop. No, stop. Please. You can't say that.
Stop.
No, you can't say that to your son.
Yeah,
that was
like
bad.
Just took it left.
Just disclaimer. Yeah, you cannot say that to your son.
In that way.
Lord,
it was a joke. This was a game. We did not mean to go left. Ladies and gentlemen,
parents can't say that to their kids. It's wrong.
Okay, so I don't know that because I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Just trust me this time.
I'm so lost.
Just trust me and say, just don't say that.
Again.
Oh, no, that wasn't part of Mike special. That was just, that's why he said pause. You gotta say pause. You ain't boy.
You did it, though. You let it go that way. And it wasn't even me.
I didn't see that coming.
I'm still very lost.
All right. Good. We're just gonna leave it alone. But the turtle party is gonna be very fun. It starts at 9. I'm gonna have a room in all green laser lights everywhere. I'm gonna have green drinks. Like it's my first turtle party as me having my own pond. Because like the girls, the Eastern Star girls, they got their own pond. Some other people got their own pond. Like this is my first party with my own pond, which I could have did it a long time ago, but excuse me, I always partnered it up with people. But
with the turtle, like what is the concept of that?
Move slow and efficient and effectively. That's
nice.
Kind of
that was nice.
That's just kind of the thing, and we have a good time. We party like it's cabaret style. BYB. Bring your own food, bring your own bottle, and come ready to just have a good time.
I have to stop by after the fashion show.
Now you should
get a card. Like, get a real members card that you sign.
Oh, there's a member card. What's the membership?
Well, this is my first time, so I'm treating everything.
Oh,
I need a membership card.
You got to show up and become a turtle. You get a passer. You get a card. You get doing a thing. To
Are you not turtling up?
No, it's so gangster. You might go to a 5-star restaurant and walk in and yell something out loud, and I bet you at least 20 people.
I may have to work.
I was just watching some show where they did that and had like a password and all that to be able. That's cool. Especially everything going on in clubs these days.
Man, listen, you can even
not totally enough for the turtle club.
Yeah, Turtle Club. Now, really, it's fun. It's men involved. There's women involved. There's grown-up things involved. We just have a ball, and I love doing them because
I just like the network.
And see, that's the best part. But see, for what you do in music, nobody's probably gonna be in their network or music, but it's gonna be business in there.
Oh, well, see, I can do that.
Like it's business, and like you might meet somebody. You might meet somebody that makes clothes from scratch type thing. You might meet somebody that's a high-end Wall Street banker or something. Like, it's a dope. I mean, we just kicking, and if you drink, you're going to kick it even more because that's how the ice gets broken.
I can't drink.
Well, you can bring a bottle of wine, because normally at the bar,
I can have a glass.
Because normally at the bar, we will all put in money and stuff, and get so many drinks and bottles, so everybody can just kick it. But no, bring your bottle of wine, bring some chicken, bring some jelly beans. I don't give a damn what you do.
No, she's sitting up on my.
And it's gonna be right upstairs on the 3rd floor. It starts at 9 o'clock. I said when you walk in, the whole room is gonna be green.
They also had a speed date. But like I can't. But from the ones that I seen, I wasn't. I don't think it would have been a very good thing for me. So I came on time, even though I came late. I came on time
because my speed date, my speed dating,
it was
always turning.
Guys,
no, not that. My speed dating always turn into mixers because I always have more women than men.
Yeah.
And then so we just be like, well, break out the fruit and the liquor. We just gonna kick it and turn the music up, and we just end up, and it just turns to a mixer. I never get to. Every time I do a speed dating, I never get to do the speed dating thing.
Speed dating thing at my venue. I just haven't figured out.
And that's the thing. It takes. I'm learning that it takes a male and a female promoter to make it happen.
To make that, okay.
Because I could bring the women out. I ain't gonna nobody bring the guys out, or the guys sometimes are shy, or they just want to come and socialize.
Because they don't know what it's gonna be all about.
So I told myself I'm not doing no more speed dating. We're just gonna just throw mixers, just dating mixers, like just come in.
That would be cool. Okay.
Because we be having fun. We put the name tags on and make up names and stuff, and
he's all over the place. I mean, like
we have a ball.
He had,
but it's all everything. I said we have.
He had 3 women just chasing him around all over the place.
I was paying girls to pull off their eyelashes and stuff.
Literally, they were pulling off their eyelashes on the camera and giving it to him.
I paid
what?
Because we were drinking, and I dared her. I was like, I give you $5. Let me take your lashes off.
Pull my lashes off.
But watch this. If you go back, watch this.
But they did have fun.
But if you go back and watch the live, you could be like, okay, I can see how that happened.
Okay.
We was laughing. It wasn't just like, we about to embarrass. Like, no, we was
like they were having a ball. She was just like, okay, and then she's like, I want my $5. Right. Give my $5. Give my money.
And I was like, well, how am I gonna get the other one? And by the time I put the other one up, they already had the camera off. I was like,
yeah. It was, I mean, but they had a good time. He always has a good time.
To come hang out up here.
It's still Cocky Club. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. Nah, but the 27th, everybody's more than welcome to come. Like, it's free entry and everything. And
I'll come after because I'm moving that day, so I'll come after we move. Maybe I'll bring your dad with me.
Yeah, we have to flash you after the show. Why you there? I can come over.
What time is that over?
It starts at 6
and it's over at about 9.
Okay, yeah.
So I have to go after we move. That's where I got to go, and then we can head back this way.
Okay, yeah, because it starts at 9. And we don't have a cutoff time because that's why I like doing my events because we cut off when we want to.
See, next Friday is going to be
I'm
good.
sorry, sir. Why you get quiet when I said I'll bring your dad with us?
He was like, you finished talking. He was being the son.
I plead the 5th.
Ooh.
Anyway.
See, your dad.
I almost asked, like, why? Yeah. He cut his live off and everything.
I plead the 5th.
Oh, man.
Why you act like that? He's better. He's better.
I know.
He's better. He's much better than he used to be.
That is my fault.
Yeah.
Daddy.
He might have
is my daddy.
He might have some fun.
Oh, Lord.
And if not, then I'll leave.
So 80 proof turtles, man. The turtle party, 27th. All green room.
And he'll probably like that because of his business.
That is true.
Yeah,
I mean, because it's I ain't gonna lie, it's not networking first.
Right.
It just seems because it's so grown
that way.
It just everybody end up talking like, oh yeah, you start seeing people pass cards and they start drinking and having fun. Like we're gonna break out the cards and everything. Like we at the mixer thing or no, that was Christmas party. We brought out the Jenga. We had the roulette. We had the roulette table going on.
I remember that.
It was going down. Like
He brought out Jenga.
Hey! I was killing him. I was killing him with the Jenga.
Real good game of Jenga.
I like Jenga.
No, he is competitive.
I know. Like I don't know.
He thinks of what can possibly be out of the box.
I can't write algebra on the wall, but when it comes to like structural situations, oh man, I was pulling them from the bottom. It was just like, how are you doing that? And I'm like. It was like everybody kept losing. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna win. So we played.
What was that giant Jenga? Remember that one?
Yo, I seen that. I cannot. I want that. The blocks was like this big.
Yeah, we had that when we played that.
My sister was like this.
She was mad. She was getting
like you seen her thought process.
She was like, okay, I'm just so screwed. Just wait a minute.
I want that.
She would be so mad because I would just look at it and I pull and go to the top and she like how the heck because it looks like it's gonna fall and she would be right after remember and she like
the last part I got it on.
She is really competitive. It's like she hates losing to me.
I'm gonna have to get that.
I'm telling you, I seen them online.
And they're huge,
like this big.
Like they can go higher than you. I mean, like
wood.
Yeah.
And just think, if your gas ever get cut off, you just burn it. like they're that big. They like what?
I don't understand where that came from.
Because because we do a lot of bonfires in my backyard. Oh, for real? Yeah, I'm about to turn my garage to a jacuzzi room and everything. I got lots of.
I know where my spot is at this summer.
Look how she's looking at you, bro. You're not allowed kicking it with me. Look at her. Look at her, bro. Make eye contact, bro. She's like
a man now, but
look, she like get out.
That's who you're hanging with.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is business too, though. Like,
nah, nigga, ain't no business at my house.
About at his house.
Ain't no business.
He trying to shift what the point was. He trying to come to my house and be grown. These are just words. Don't be trying to shift it over here. I feel like I was a son too. Like we passing by.
Now you understand.
Now I get it. Now I get it.
You get it, yeah. Because this is what I do. That's because he was quiet at first. This is Capone.
I'm done working.
Introducing.
Capone. I was really working. I had to get caught up.
And the thunder in the background.
Capone.
That's one thing. You just reminded me.
Thunder and lightning.
Capone. You just reminded me. I need you to send that email since you're not on live. And I need to get some sound effects. Since you said that, I really do need those.
Oh, now you can do that because you've done it many times before.
I do need sound effects.
Many times before.
I think so.
That Plan B?
I don't know. Who's Plan B?
B, Brandon.
No.
Oh,
no. Plan B.
That's what we call because we about to start this TV show and it's gonna be and I came with the name. We're gonna call it Plan B. He's the Plan B.
Wow.
Like, because I got a TV show called Hood Shots.
Okay.
And I only did one episode. And I was just so out of whack on the first episode, so I got to formulate the whole because we was filming me going in the liquor store buying all types of just bottom shelf stuff, and we was trying to drink and do reviews. But I did bad. Like I picked a lot of bad. The tequila was good, but that other stuff was so nasty. I was like, what am I drinking?
Did you remember what he said about, I didn't even remember that I had told them that this many hits if they do this. And
I see.
No, but on Hood Shots, I got other people around me. So we was teaching some girl how to play tonk. So we was using that as like the little segue.
She didn't know how to play tonk.
I don't know how to play tonk.
There's a lot of people that don't know how to play cards.
I don't know how to play.
I was playing tonk at 7.
No, because your grandmother taught you how to know her. His grandmother taught you.
I refuse to play card games.
Me? You wasn't playing no dice at 6 because I didn't show
me how to know.
I bet you he was.
No, he wasn't.
I bet you.
Dominoes?
Tonk, yes. Dominoes, yes. She wasn't talking to her, teaching him how to do no dice.
No. One thing I know. Any old folk that teach somebody dominoes probably will teach them dice because it's in the atmosphere.
She didn't even know,
but
she was at work.
No, I didn't know because we did
I was
dice
7 over here like this.
Back in the day when I was, we did in the back. We did dice, and I would take everybody at the job for their money because we would shoot dice in the back.
This is when you really. This is when you know.
That was Shell.
This is the real.
Well, you already know how Shell was. That was back then.
It sounded like back in the day. She
That
got
was
it
back
in. Everything she did was back in the day.
Yeah,
back in the day.
back in the day.
She delivered.
Well, you already you know how, no, but see, he knows how Shell was. Shell back then was the spot. Okay. That was the spot. That's where we did our dice. That's where we
Okay.
It's the Shell McDonald's mix. Y'all know where it is.
Nah, where's that at?
The one right there on
Alum Creek and Livingston.
Lockbourne, where the 104 freeway is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't know where it's at. That's too close to the workout.
Yeah, well,
they used to have DNR down there.
Yeah, we worked. Yeah,
that shows you how old I am.
I wouldn't change a thing about that though. I made some good money back then.
Look at her. Look, she like I need to get that.
You see, she like I think I seen it.
If these walls could talk.
Did you have good Christmases?
I had a
good
Christmas.
He wasn't deprived for that one thing.
You was a madam, weren't you? When you were madam, you was madam.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
Hey, a lot of women back in the day when they got money, they got money.
No, but that's the one thing I didn't do.
Oh, that's the one thing?
Yeah,
so that's the one thing.
Oh my God. I wasn't. Yeah.
We gonna play some background music.
I just said that's when you young and you had and I had a lot of people that
backpedaling now.
Yeah.
She said, "I'm delivered. I got a job. I got rid of the kids.
Starbucks now.
I don't dice no more. Starbucks,
right? Better than my dice for Starbucks.
Domino's is more like Domino's.
She probably got some stocks in Starbucks.
And see, now y'all see how serious you are about that. That's why I don't play card games. You have to explain to me every single time because in college they would be so serious and ready to fight over some spades, and I would renege every time. So I just don't play.
Everybody don't choose her.
I was the music person and the shot pour. I am not playing.
Like she said, stay in your lane.
Stay in my lane because I'm not gonna argue about it.
I would like to play cards like when we was up just playing cards, like we was drinking and we was just having fun with it. Like when somebody like really like playing, I'd be like, I'll get out of the game.
Yeah, because I don't want to argue.
But we was winning. And we was drinking, so we was like, we was talking, man.
Well, the only time it should ever have been like that is if the money was on the table.
Yeah, but sometimes money wouldn't.
That's ego too.
But how you gonna just lose?
Remember how y'all used to have the game?
Yeah, but your dad used to be like that. Remember, he would just quit. Like, cause I would talk mess. I'll talk mess in a minute, like, and knock it down, like.
Look at her. Flashback. Look at her. She having the biggest.
I'm a sore loser, and I cheated Monopoly. Don't ever let me be the banker, because I'm a steal. I steal money, and I'm a steal the house.
See, listen, you can't be a
sticky fingers.
Remember, I used to do that too. Y'all wouldn't play Monopoly with y'all, because I'd have like. They be like, how you still got money? I'm good.
I'm real quick with
it. Y'all do know why people started getting mad over card games, right? Because remember, a long time ago in the house, there wasn't that many places to sit. So if you didn't play, you was standing. So that's why they're like, if we lose, we gotta stand. So that's where the argument
is. That what it was?
Because nobody wants to. Because spades can go. Spades is like ID clear war, man. Like it just might last.
Hey, hold on. I'm trying to agree with him because in our apartment in college, we ain't had no furniture in the living room. So we just had the kitchen table. And then you can like sit on the beanbag. So he is right. If you weren't playing cards, you was standing
up. But see, that's when we was in the big house. When I had the real big house, so it was cards going on.
You bought y'all a big house? Look at you. You was a hustler for her. Look at her. She like don't be. She like long time ago.
Back in the day.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a story about this one right here. I'm gonna give you a story about.
You thought she was gonna do this eventually?
Yeah.
It's rather a story or a picture.
Let me give you a story about this one right here. Okay. Well, we did you remember that a police officer knocked on my door. Knock. Kids, everything outside playing at the house. Yeah, you know exactly what I did myself. Kids, you know, nice, beautiful neighborhood. You know, and yeah, I did. I had to know, and I did. I had the house. No, let me finish. And I had that. You know, I did. I had the house. I had the house built from the ground up. Everything. I mean, I had. You know, the next thing I know, the police came knocking on the door. Right. And they were like, and I was like, come on in. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want? Is some, you know, whatever. I didn't care. So he comes in and he was like, we got a warrant for your arrest. And I was like, I guarantee you ain't got no warrant for my arrest, but you can do this so I can have your job after you're done. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was talking mass stuff. So
she said, I'm paying the captain anyway.
Wait. Let me finish. So he was like, you know, because at the time, my mom was a police officer too, homicide. I told you about that. So I was like, the first thing you're going to do is call my mother, because as soon as she find out you didn't try to come over here and talk about arresting me, guess what's getting ready to happen? And he was like, and then by the time I finished like going off, he was like, most more, just let me talk to you. I was like, what is it about? He was like, well, we have you for a stolen truck. And now this was the situation. It was a truck that this guy sold me, and it broke down, and I took it, and he was talking about, well, I wanted back this down. I was like, I ain't giving you none back, but I ended up giving it back to him, but he had called the police, but never called him back to let him know that I gave it to him. So anyway, I was like, okay, you sure you want to do this? Because by the time I'm done, I'm telling you, I'm going to own half of the Columbus Police Department. Now, I was really tired. So they outside, and I don't know, they sitting up there like pumping it up, you know, because they got all their friends and outside, everything like that. So one of them was like, oh, your mom going to jail. He says, I can guarantee you my mom going to come out. She ain't going to have their handcuffs on. So he telling them all of this stuff, right? So, but that's because he knows his grandmother is. Wait a minute. Let me finish.
You had this story.
Yeah. So we come out, and then he was like, well, let's just go down to the, you know, he talks to my mom, and my mom's going off in the background like, you better not put a handcuff on her or nothing else. So we go out, you know, we go outside, and then he was like, he opens the back door. And I'm like, what do you open the back door for? And I was
she
like,
sat in the front seat, no handcuffs, nothing.
So all of their friends was down there. So like, look, now you see, this was a misunderstanding, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I already knew I wasn't going to be standing there and nothing else. And it was a misunderstanding. This dude, along with his sister.
No, it was just me.
No,
it was just me. No, Essence didn't want to go along with it. She did. Then I was like, listen, it benefits both of us.
Yeah, so he goes out. The minute I go, I was like, y'all going. I was like, y'all ain't got to go in. But as soon as your dad gets back here, you know, make sure you let him know what's going on. I'll be back in a minute. So everybody, including parents, everything out there looking like, what the heck is going on? And this is a nice neighborhood and everything.
Right.
And they was like, and they just let, so they proceed to tell their friends that the reason why I was not handcuffed or I'm not put in jail because I'm the biggest dope dealer in Columbus.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him finish from that part. No, that is not good.
You're not supposed to sit in the front seat.
Yes, I am. No, he wasn't gonna put me in the back.
Okay, you got your time. You got your time on that one. Okay, you got your time.
Because you know he wasn't gonna let him put me in the back.
This is what happened, right? So I'm hearing rumors about people busting in houses.
But did I care about that?
I'll let you finish.
What happened there when they was doing that stuff though? Okay. All right, go ahead.
So in this instant, I'm like, police is at my house. It's a good time to make my dude scared, like whoever they are, right? So I'm like, bump it. I'm gonna play it. Guess what, y'all? The police is at my house. It's like, what happened?
They all no, they not what happened. They all swarmed out there.
I was like, bro, listen, my mom, you know, she be shaking and moving. so it's like, for real, bro. I knew your mom was hood. Listen.
No, this is because they were scared to come to my house because I beat a couple of them down, thinking that they was like hood rats.
Can I finish though? Listen, I was like, I told him, I was like, listen, I'm gonna tell you this before she even walk out the house. I said, first, she's not going to have handcuffs on, and she's going to get in the front seat. What happened? She ain't had no handcuffs on. And in the front seat, there's
that looks pretty gangster, though, with your mom walking out.
So if I'm saying this.
But look, I just got my hair done.
Oh, so you came out cold.
I had my heels on. Like, I'm and I was like, and I'm sitting in the front and don't touch my house.
What she did, she looked at him when he opened the back door, and she was like, And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," closed it, and then opened the front door. There's like, "Bro, your mom is so hood."
I would have played it.
I was like, "They just took it down. They just took it down."
You did a good job.
No, because I shut it out. I was like, "Free my mom!"
I would
Right?
have played it too.
And they was just like, "Free Miss Morris, free Miss Morris," and I was just like, "Yeah."
And all I heard
then my
was out there
sister was
chanting.
like-
I'm like, what?
My sister looked over at me. She looked up at me like, "Did this really just?" I was like, "Listen, just write it out. I got you. Just write it out. We gonna be good."
You did good.
So I come back. Okay, so I come back home.
Everybody outside.
The hood and star. Everybody out there, and they're like,
they all like, "No."
Then I ride the front
lie.
seat next time.
Like, no lie. It
And-
was outside.
but they were scared to come to my house after that.
They didn't want to.
They didn't.
Would you want to?
But that was only
Would you
because of the
want
ones
to?
that
I would have
thought.
played it too.
No, that was so wrong. That was so wrong,
was good.
and I didn't even
You're
find
supposed
that.
to strike fear in the neighborhood.
Listen.
That's okay.
I said, "Listen, she got
That's
drop
okay.
spots and she can kill you." That was it. Drop spots and she can kill you.
Don't come for me.
Don't
come for
play.
me.
Like, leave our
And
house
no.
alone.
Right,
Listen. This is why I did this. After we moved out of that house,
Yeah.
they went in that house, right? And tried to take everything out of there.
It
They
wasn't
didn't do
anything-
it.
it
Listen, we was there for 5 years after that happened, right? After we moved, they got in. There wasn't no break-ins in our house. They tried it down the street. And
No,
around
but
the
even
corner,
then, because
but
I
they
was selling the
never tried it
house,
at our house.
and I had
that's
been there for
Come on
like
now.
I had been there for like 2. We hadn't been over there for like 2 big weeks because I was selling the house. Plus, we was rehabbing my grandmother's house because you had to literally stay in the house to have a rehab to do the grant and all of that stuff for it. So when but I didn't go over there for 2 weeks. So we left a couple mattresses or something there, and I came in and I heard somebody upstairs, and I was like, whoever that. Out. I'm beating y'all down, and I heard somebody like literally jump out the. I mean, like it was like a 2-story house, and they literally jumped out, and I heard one of them say, "It's William's mom. It's William's mom."
Thought you was coming good. I'm more tripping that. Why did you whisper it F?
Because I didn't want to say it.
But it still picked up.
Yeah, it said F.
I was
That's
like,
why
it
said
picked
to-
up. They know the sentence.
They
F.
didn't like.
I just
Really,
said
like,
F.
after that, it was just like.
But no,
You
it
said
was.
we was there.
But it was 2 of them that really like they still tried me, and I literally, because it was like these little boys, and they, you know what I'm saying, they act like they hood, and they living in the suburbs, dude. I could take you where some real ones are, and you'd be scared
And that's
going home
exactly
to your
what she
mom.
said.
I said to him.
That's
Like
exactly
they
what
would,
she
they
said.
literally waited until I left and started some stuff with him, but they came to my house. Come on, dude. For one, my son ain't never gonna be scared to come out his house for nobody. But his little brother grabbed the knife because we was gone. We had left for a minute, and then my daughter called So I came, and I literally came outside like, y'all want something, because they was down the street like how kids are. I was like, I don't care about your mammies, and I know they hear me because I'm in the suburbs. You can bring them with you, bring yourself down. So they come down there and then I was like, what's the problem? They was like, well, we must snitch this. I was like, no, let me let you know. We made the snitch. I'm the snitch. I'm the one told you. So you're gonna be. Come on,
Right.
What's up? What's
Y'all hear that
up?
hood coming out of it right now?
Yeah, but that's how it
them
was.
dice games.
But that was back then.
When did you start talking about dice?
That
and
was back
dominoes
then.
and
So
spades?
I made him fight one of them. The other one, I was like, if anybody jump in, you
See,
can guarantee
No, listen, she
Kid or
hit
not.
woman and just yanked like little dude trying to get in. She said,
and slammed his
I,
face.
like when I was younger, I seen like he got off the ground about this
No,
high
I
when she
slammed his
yanked him.
head into
And she slammed
the mailbox.
Aw.
It was a
No, he
plastic
trying to-
mailbox.
No, I
It
get
was
it.
a plastic
I get
mailbox.
Sounds like assault to me.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
You beating up kids?
No,
No, it's not, because that's
I
her
waited.
child.
No,
Tell that to the police.
I did. I told it to him because the
And I
police
think
had
this might
already
be
told
a-
me that if they come on my property,
Yeah.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my family.
Okay.
So that's why I called them in front of my house,
See?
on my property. So when they swung, I could swing back.
There you go.
Yeah.
So technically, my mom was
Beating up kids.
the hustler.
They wasn't. No, they was
Crazy
as big as
lady.
me. They was tall as me. It
but
wasn't
they,
no
but,
kids.
but everybody loved her after that. Like everybody, like
Because they knew where she stood. Yeah.
Remember, two came out. My next door neighbor, like, he was like, Trees, you need me. And then his dad was like, don't touch her.
He had a gun.
Don't touch her. Just leave her alone, because if you touch her, she gonna want to fight you. Just don't touch her. We got her back if somebody comes, but just don't touch her.
See, don't try to make Miss Patrice put that hood out.
That's why I say compared to how I was then, I have mellowed out.
You see her change her voice?
Yeah, because I'm much better.
You heard the cookie cutter when they come out, right?
Now you have to admit I'm very.
She's like, I slammed his face, but you know when I was back, that was back then.
Because you're younger and you have to go through things to learn things. You really do. You have to go through things to learn things. Now, I say
some people don't learn that.
Yeah, nothing. Like they still do the same dumb stuff.
They was never made to advance. That's on them. That's so deal.
The universe is gonna make you change either way.
No,
maybe. I know people that got shot 5 times and
they
worse.
Still doing stuff.
I know people that got shot 2 times and just changed everything.
Attract what you focus on.
Exactly.
So stop focusing on that.
But you have to admit, tell the truth.
The universe has changed my mother. She,
y'all changed y'all mama. Y'all, the kids changed your mama.
They really
my nephew changed my mama. that was when the real rotation started. Like that was the transition.
What nephew?
Junior.
Oh yeah, he did.
She was so hard. Like she was hard. Pause. And he came and she was just like, oh my God. It's okay. You're my baby.
That was it. That was the end of it.
It was the end. Ain't nobody say nothing about my baby.
I believe it too. You give him Starbucks
too. Some Starbucks.
Just the pumpkin bread.
No, listen. Anytime she picks him up, she has pumpkin bread.
Or he
asks
if he knows we're going to Starbucks,
that's what I on a field
No, you
trip.
had the pumpkin muffin.
See, like I said,
you don't know what you eat. You
no, because she brought it in. It's like the same thing. It's basically the same.
I see what I said. I said that was good. Yeah. I didn't say that was all right. I said that was good.
You would be correct then.
Listen, I should have just. I should have just. No, but she cheated because I told her like almost anything with pumpkin in it. So and then she came because I gave you the hint on what is guaranteed I'm going to like. So, and this was after a big old argument we had about pumpkin and stuff. And then she come in with a whole box of like 6 of them and gave me one and left with the box. I'm like,
because I told you I had to get a kid some.
Man, you should just buy me one. Don't let me see
it. Yeah, you did. Well, when y'all ate it, look. When Essence them ate all the seafood. Remember that seafood Alfredo I made and Essence and
you see, look, she playing the case. She trying to tell you why you ain't getting her.
Well, he was at work.
But look how he looking at you.
You was at work, but Essence, and that's when
better yourself
got left out.
Marcus and all of them, came over and they ate it. No, they didn't leave nothing. You barely got something out of that. It was more sauce.
You did that on purpose.
Why I do that on
purpose?
Why
did that on
purpose?
That's kryptonite. He said he
liked pumpkin because she came in on business right after we was talking about pumpkin. They had a big old fresh box. It was fresh too. It was good. It came right in there,
and you brought him.
And then she sat it down, and I'm like, "What's that?" And then we start handling business. Here you go.
I was like, "Here's one for you." I gave him one. He got all of them.
No, I didn't want all of them, but you did that on purpose. You made sure I was going to say yes to something.
And that wasn't from Starbucks though. That was some Panera. You know,
it don't matter. You just wanted the yes. You wanted the approval that you wanted me to say what you were thinking.
I'm gonna be honest.
He's upset.
I'm definitely feeling some type of way.
And that wasn't the kids. That's right. I took the rest of those to work.
I'm gonna get him.
Some strangers. She gave them to some strangers.
Yeah,
they weren't shooting in the gym with you,
right?
They weren't even shooting in the gym with you.
Yeah,
I've been out here
messed up.
Riding around.
You got it, but you got him addicted to all this stuff. You don't feed his crave.
Like nothing.
You give to some strangers. You don't even like them people at work.
That's where we go.
You politicking.
You don't even like them people at work. You don't even like them people at work.
I love my people at work because they take care of me.
Because you politicking. That's it.
And you feeding them muffins.
And where's that politicking got me?
All right, got you getting your muffins.
No, I got a raise. I got a big old raise.
You gonna get that anyway.
Nah.
No, you going to no,
Yeah,
you
gonna
gonna
get
get
that
super hard.
Bro, when she was coming in talking about I'm about to go to work, I'm about to do this, I'm like, oh yeah, she's a workaholic. You're getting what you're.
Listen,
they owe you that,
and that
because if they did get your raise, you'd have been like, hey.
No, but I've only been there 6 months.
So you still probably done more than 30% of the people there.
That is valid.
Okay, so you deserve. They give you what you. Some jobs don't do that.
But you understand what I'm saying, Brandon? It doesn't matter what I bring; it's always a problem.
But I agree. But
I was gonna bring some homemade banana pudding, but that would have made him go ballistic because they don't think I should share banana pudding.
But I'm not a stranger though. He's upset about the stranger.
No, it wouldn't even matter if it's you.
Let me just stop you.
You're not even here enough to judge what you bring in for the show.
Will it be okay if she shares any of the seafood Alfredo?
Oh yeah, I'm that.
I'm just trying to put my hand in there.
I had the seafood stuff. I had the salmon. What else I eat?
Oh, see, I did a salmon with a brown sugar lemon.
Anything seafood.
Yeah.
All right.
He literally texted me like, "Oh my God, this is so good."
So
that was
I'll let you know
like, oh
if I like
God,
it.
really
If I like it and I really like it, then I'm
you're
going to say it.
okay.
But if I say if it's okay, it's all right, then it's okay and all right.
Hey,
and you'll be wrong.
Let me just say, yeah,
you're wrong.
And you'll be wrong.
Listen.
Just understand that.
On the banana pudding tip, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, he don't want to. They don't want to share that with anybody.
I'm gonna be honest.
So
They
you
don't
know
want
what?
to share
Capone,
no, they don't want to
Capone.
share that amongst themselves.
You like my homie, bro.
All right, that's cool. I get what you about to say because I'm like that with my mom. But now I'm glad that she gave them damn muffins to some strangers.
You lucky some words that I can't say right now.
You grown, man.
My tongue.
You still ain't sent that email.
Jesus.
Get on your job.
Oh, wow. You should say get on your job.
Get on your job.
I ain't got no.
Look at it. Checking his email.
Listen, I'm just saying, this is what I go through.
You ain't
Y'all
got
fine. I'm not
nothing.
gonna hang out here with y'all.
All right, listen.
Well, she needs a good co-host who could be on time. Because that beige person, this like her second time.
Not beige. I mean, they just gonna stop.
Don't be talking about my sister like that.
And you know she gonna come for you.
No,
She are that. You already
I'm here
know.
next week just for that.
You know she gonna come for you.
Last week they had a good conversation about being on time. We were supposed to have done. She's supposed to be here on time. I got everything set up upstairs for the photo shoot and everything. So I've been here working.
Oh shit! Let me go grab a wig.
We did. I'm telling you, we did just talk about being ready, be on time, and I was like, Olivia, be on time. She was like, Mama, I promise I am.
Because she lives around the corner.
Right here.
She lives around the corner.
She said her hair wasn't ready yet.
Man, she had 7 days.
I keep wigs in my trunk. What we gonna do?
I can't even say nothing.
No, it's real.
That's why I can throw that one jab because.
But she's still gonna come at you. When
She is.
Hey, listen.
Hey, what I say?
I haven't been around Olivia in a long time, but I do know she gonna come for you.
Hey, what I say I do?
That's exactly what he does to her.
I was about to say, what happened?
I said there was a rolling blackout.
Like, did I just get cut off?
No, he did it to her last week, and she was like, "It don't matter. You can hear me right here."
And that's the thing, because I can still hear everything, so I can just do like this, and y'all can talk all you want. I'll be over here like I can listen to YouTube while y'all talking. Like she cool, but I was looking forward to it because last week she had me convinced that she was gonna have it together. Because we was gonna do it like the next day,
right?
And then we was like, you know what? Let's just wait till Monday. Y'all both gonna be here. She said that's perfect. Give me time. So I was like, okay. So I've been up here. I've been here for like 4 hours before the show started.
Oh, he's always here about 4 hours. He's always.
I wasn't gonna be here today. It was nice day. I washed my truck this morning.
Today,
yeah, but then it started raining again.
But it was so worth it. Listen, when I was out there with that brush on my house and clean that car, you see all that salt and mud just coming off. I was like, in the wheels, I was like, I don't care if it rain or not. I got that layer off. I'm cool. I'm good.
See, my day was spent today because with my pups, because you know I got
so that's why you was late not getting our drink?
No, with my 2 Shih Tzus, Gizmo and Zeus. No, I didn't.
You said Shih Tzus.
I said Shih Tzus. I said 2 Shih Tzus, and then one's all white, and then another one is white and brown, and those are my. Cute. They so bad. They're my babies, but they're bad.
My Wiggles is bad. That's my baby.
Yeah.
Well, you got a purposeless dog too?
Shut up. She's not
purposeless.
I asked her
purposeless.
She is a Chihuahua and Yorkie.
Oh yeah, that's a purposeless dog.
That's
a purposeless
and
that's not a purposeless dog.
Right there.
I know you're not talking because you was the one loving Zeus when you got him.
First of all, that was my.
Should I show the video? Should I show the video?
Everybody
Should
else
I
gonna
show the
see it.
video?
Was you gonna taking a bubble bath with the dogs, man? The people did.
Listen,
I mean, she talking about video. I'm like, well,
it's not even like that,
when we went and got him,
we went to Cincinnati
to get him,
and
he was like, oh,
he came like literally
literally
came around my shoulder
and just laid just like that.
And he was small. He was about that big.
How long ago was this?
He's that was about 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's about.
We talk about your Wawas here, though.
I'm gonna give me a dog.
You can't Taco Bells out here.
As soon as I can afford a dog, I only want one dog. I want a full-blooded, red paper German Rottweiler.
See, I want one of them.
That's all I want.
Doberman dogs.
Nah,
like
I don't like
that's like
put
this
that out there
big.
because I put that out there. My dog was actually gifted to me.
That's what I say. Mine
I want my dog to be
was too
huge.
because.
Like, if he jump up on you, he gonna knock you down.
My dog before that was a miniature schnauzer. Her name was Fritz, and she passed away.
R.I.P.
And and I was devastated. Literally, I cried.
We got
for
that
3
from my
weeks
grandmother.
straight.
See, I didn't think I could have a connection, but my friend Denisha, she Fabulous Creative Events, give her a shout out. Her baby had puppies, and I told her, I was like, I'm gonna start a savings account because I know you're gonna charge me $1,500 because those dogs are expensive. She gave it to me.
See, that's good.
Now,
even with the Shih Tzus, though, those Shih Tzus are that much. And his dad's sister he just happened to meet her when his dad passed away, and they went to Cincinnati, and he met her sister for the first time, and that's all I had been saying for like months. Like, I don't want if I do get another one, it'll be a Shih Tzu. For some reason, I loved them, and by the grace of God. Yeah, his sister was breeding them. And he just called me like, and I just was like, that should have been the last thing you even should have been thinking about your dad. He was like, yeah, but I know you wanted one. Right. And I ended up getting 2 from her, like 2 boys. Yeah.
It's one of them peekaboo moments.
Oh.
Yeah. And I love my babies to death, and they know it. They spoil.
I just want my Rottweiler. It costs $2,500. That's to purchase the dog and shipping and handling. And I was like,
they gonna ship you the dog?
Yeah, because the dog I want really like a German. Like, it's like a royal bloodline.
Well, make sure
that's why it's a red
because that happened with my daughter, and they took her money.
That's why
you might want to go pick up your dog.
No, but watch it. I've been researching this for probably like 15 years. I know exactly where because they have out there because it's like a royal kind of bloodline. They have like a farm. That's like what they do. But it's just too much money. But I want one because you don't even have to train them. It's like kids. If you just show them a couple times,
exactly. That's how
they go. And the protective wise, like it's like a person under a certain feet. It's like they gravitate to them. So like kid, you can ride those dogs and play. Yeah. Let somebody walk up. The dog ain't gonna do nothing. But it's command codes. Yeah. So you got to teach them. You got to say it like 20 times a day for like 30 days, and you got to get pillows and stuff. And then after that, you would never have to do it again. I've been researching. I'm
sitting here looking at Al Capone, you guys. You're just so sweet. I don't want to ruin your street cred.
Oh, shut
Yeah, he kind of got sensitive. Yeah, he got sensitive on the
Nah, because like I've been a single parent since I was 17. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, and I got a couple more little kids. So it's like I've always wanted a dog that they can look at like just being, you know what I'm saying, being
like
massive.
Yeah,
like that. And I wanted that.
We gotta talk business because I want to put together this Father's Day event because y'all don't get the same that we do on Father's Day. But I need some fathers.
Nothing goes on sale with ties and boxes.
I know. We don't do anything. So I want to do something for Dad.
Hey, I'm a god.
He's an inspired. Yeah, that counts. That
counts.
That counts.
No, that does count. A lot of kids, all they have is.
I mean, you will never know until you're a real dad, but it counts.
Oh, that's my grandbaby too.
Yeah, listen, because I got 6 kids and I got 4 god kids, so like I'm already 10 in, and that's why I got
6 kids
and 4 god kids. That's why around Christmas time I don't shop anymore. They just get like the old people used to do.
Money.
Get a couple dollars. This Christmas.
How old are you? You get $10.
No, I ain't. No.
No, he go big.
Oh no, I'm sure.
Everybody got $50 in ones. So just think to a kid.
Like it's a lot.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You give them a small envelope, and it's like that. They opened it. They was like,
yeah.
My daughter was like, 1, 2, 3. I was like, go ahead, fire. You get got that money. She said, oh yeah, because mommy gave me some other money. I was like, hold on.
Where your mom get that other money
treating
from?
on pizza night, right? She said, no. I'm about to go download this stuff on my iPhone. I was like, all right. Yeah, so that's what I do. I'm like, no more shopping. I quit.
Oh, see, I do it because I still love it.
I
still love the shopping. But on Black Friday and all that, I don't do it. I put everything in the cart. And then when midnight hits, click, and then I got it all for that sale. I don't even have to go through all that. That's okay. And I was at work still working like, yep, and can I take your...
Yeah, I don't do that Black Friday, none of that.
Because I think it hurts somebody.
I love spending holidays because it's hard for me to get all my kids on the holiday. Even like the eve, the day, and the day after. So I just be like, man, forget a tree. Because if I can't have them all do their thing, I just lose the spirit. Like this year, last year I didn't put up a tree. I was like,
Oh, I did.
I was like,
I didn't either, but that's because we had the tree up at the center and I wasn't decorating twice.
Okay, so we have totally got off of.
She said everything she needed to say.
No, she hasn't. No, she hasn't. Because now, Miss Brandy, what we want to go into because we got 20 minutes.
I said you gonna try to rush her to do it in 5.
No, we got what I want to know. Is everything that we were talking about as far as, and this is off air, when we were talking about, the thing that's going on with the cancer that we're doing.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me all about that and when it's coming, what's the dates, how they can get in touch and who they can get in touch with if they want to be involved.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to start an order of what's coming up. So on January 27th, before you head to the Turtle Party and the fashion show at the Valleydale, I am a member of the Diva Movement, and you can find out more information at the divamovement.org. And the president is Noni Banks. She is a wonderful woman. She is currently running for State Representative District 19, which is Westerville. But she has been very instrumental. She started the Diva Movement, which is a group for female entrepreneurs as a way to empower them.
Right.
So she's been very empowering to me. And so on January 27th, from 10 to 6 at Columbus State Community College at the Workforce Development Building, we are doing a Women's Wealth and Wellness Expo. That does not mean men can't come. There's going to be demonstrations on building financial wealth, on health, how to maintain health. We're going to have yoga demonstrations, financial classes, all those things. So please, make sure you come out there.
And how can they get in touch if they want to get in touch or find out about the event?
Yeah, check us out on Facebook. Again, it's the Diva Movement. And the website is, you can purchase tickets at the website, and that's www.thedivamovement.org.
Right.
You forgot a W.
Okay, go away. They know there's 3 W's.
No. People take this show literal. They will just go like W.
Okay, y'all. WW.
They be like, the site ain't working. They be like, put another. Trust me.
Okay,
I'm not sure
3
you make people
W's.
spell stuff out because it's bad. Like
3 W's. The Diva Movement.org. O-R-G.
Org, not com.
Yes, org, not .com.
They don't even know what org is.
What is that? Org, not .com.
And not org, like O-R-K, O-R-G.
Look, O as in ocean, R as in Robert, G as in gangsta.
George.
Hey, you'd be surprised how many people you just helped. They're like, thank you.
Yes. So yes, definitely come out up there. That's going to be a good time. And another event that I am working on, which I'm really proud about, I am partnering with a group called At the Table. And At the Table is another women's group. This is our year, y'all. We doing it. We doing it. But At the Table, women serving the community, and we are doing the event. It's actually June 23rd, and it's a launch for At the Table. But we are focusing on cancer. So on February 3rd at Urban Oasis Community Event Center, we are doing a casting call. If you are a cancer survivor, if you know someone who's a cancer survivor, please come out to 2016 Minnesota Avenue. That's Columbus, Ohio, 43211. And at that time, you can try out. We are only casting cancer survivors. However, should you need a mammogram or you know somebody that needs a mammogram, please come on out, because from 11 to 2, the mammogram truck will be there.
That is great.
So
that
what's
is
the
awesome.
address one more time?
And that is it's Urban Oasis Community Center. That is 2016 Minnesota Avenue, Columbus, Ohio.
I'm a nurse. I know that area. I'm trying to figure
It's
out.
between Joyce and Parkwood.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, so that side of Minnesota.
Right. Yeah, like
I'm
if
thinking
you know
coming back by the freeway, Minnesota, like cross Cleveland Avenue.
No.
So that's what I'm like.
So if you know
where
where, if you're familiar at all with Genesee Avenue Church,
Yeah.
we are a street
Yeah.
over.
Okay. All right.
And it is a residential neighborhood, but it's 2016 Minnesota Avenue.
Yeah, I know they do the back to school drive over there.
Yeah,
and all that stuff
right.
Too. That's why I was like, hold on, what?
11 a.m. to 2, and again, you can come on out and you can get signed up to get a mammogram. You can audition if you're a cancer survivor, and then those cancer survivors are going to walk in the show, which is June 23rd at the Frank Hale Cultural Center at OSU.
Do you have media coverage for that?
As of right now, I also host for TV show The Booth. So TV show The Booth is coming out, but of course I would love.
You know I'm going to be
there.
You know I'm going to be there.
I would really love, if WTMH Radio, if you could come out and do that, we would love that. Even the casting call.
We could definitely talk, because we got some shirts that we was about to make for a bunch of women for breast cancer awareness and everything. Because I know a lot of women that's getting their eyebrows, their hairs back, everything, like they're healing super dope right now. The chemo didn't just take the energy
See,
off.
we want though, you ladies that he's speaking of, please come out.
We know a bunch of them, and they're cool. They're like so dope.
Yes, and a shout out to our designers, because we are working with Jones Bridal Couture. So Joan Madison, everyone Columbus local favorite.
Right.
We're also working with Felicia Williams. She is new to Columbus. She's from Chicago, but she owns Studio V, which is on Long Street. Check her out.
She was
Black on. She's fabulous.
Yeah, she was on. What's his the one that he just came back from California when he was doing the movie. Can't even think.
Yeah, because one of the girls wore her jacket to the Golden Globes, right? And one of the housewives of Melbourne or something.
Is it Melbourne?
Was it Melbourne or was it the?
I know who you're speaking of.
Like in one of those.
And you notice how she decided to come to Columbus.
She did. She's awesome, very supportive. She's now also a member of the Diva movement. But very, very supportive lady. So check her out. And Jerron
Darden, James, the one that was here. Yeah.
Is also another one of our designers, and she does t-shirts. So we are just really excited about this, and it's just great to be, a part of that. And then myself, this is just going to be a great year. God has just been blessing me left and right. And so next month, we have a characters breakfast, February 17th at L Brands. It's 10 a.m. to 1. And
I will be doing
there too. Yes, I will be doing balloons.
You said 17th?
Decoration. February 17th.
That's the third Saturday of February.
And that's 10 to 1 p.m. at L Brands. And that's the limited for anyone who doesn't know.
So remember to send me all of that stuff, everything in. So because we want to make sure that we're promoting that on the show, and not just that, but also on the website, so we can make sure that we keep that in a rotation as well.
Awesome.
Okay.
And then I also have to promote Urban Oasis. So Urban Oasis, again, 2016 Minnesota Avenue. Please check out our website, urbanoasiscommunitycenter.com. And we do weddings. We are currently running a special on graduation packages. We are working with Jay Esquire from Radio 1, as well as Denisha Burkhart Brandt from Fabulous Creative Events. Call us, come in. The number is 614-934-5671. We are booking graduations, weddings, birthday parties, you name it.
So that's what I wanted to, I was going to be speaking with you about to the youngest one, which you haven't even seen him. He's like about 6'3" now. You remember my youngest one, Desmond?
Did he, I think he might have auditioned for the fashion show.
That was him. Yeah, when he was so shy. But
yeah.
So he actually graduates this year.
See?
Yeah. So we're talking about having him a Capone that game event upstairs where we're gonna just have a bunch of different other games.
Yeah, we got like 300, 400-inch projector upstairs on the whole wall.
Well, I work off site. That's just silver confetti. So balloons, all of that. I don't discriminate. I work on site and off site.
So and we actually have. I know the cake that I'm gonna do for him, and the cake is actually made like a pile of like $100 bills. It literally looks like money, and that's what I have. That's what I'm gonna have on the cake. Let's make this money.
We can do some clear balloons and stuff on what money. I got you, Miss B. I got you.
We on that point. Yeah. Okay. So again, this is Miss Brandy Jackson. You heard everything that's going on with her. With all the people, like I said, that she's working with, that we're all working with, it's like almost like we have this little inner circle, but it's really bigger and larger than anybody can ever imagine. This is why I would love for you guys to start. And I think we have a lot, I know we have people that's listening. I know we have people that really want to do something, but they're not sure what to do, how to go about it. This is the place to call. This is the opportunity. Get involved in the conversation. Find out how, when, and where you can be. I mean, sometimes it's just about being in the right place at the right time, and then everything will flow from there. Please get involved. Let us know what it is you want to do. Again, we have the music that I put on, online. And William, tell them about where to send that music again.
So you can, So you can actually send all your music to slcwtmhradio@yahoo.com. Again, that is SLCW. TMH Radio.
Did he have a pause?
He had a pause.
At yahoo.com.
And for the ones listening, do not send all your music. Send your one leading song. Send your single, not singles.
Not the whole.
Yeah,
album.
if you send five songs come in one email, we're deleting it. Send one song.
Or you could do three. Because I like.
I mean, if you're gonna, that's what I say on my show. If you're gonna listen to it,
no, I actually listen to them first to see,
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you. But the reason why I always put that to a minimum, because some people hard headed and they get carried away.
And
there was a dude that sent like 15 tracks. I do like the way the transition of the CD was, but it's like. For this platform, it wasn't for that.
Yeah.
But
if you want me to listen to your demo or your mixtape, say do that.
Exactly.
But if you want a song played, that's why it's good to. If you send three of your best tracks then.
Right.
And if you don't have three best tracks, send whatever song you got at least a video to. So if you do get to come on the show, we can talk about the song, the video, the production, the videographer, the graphic design, all that. Because some people, they'll send 5 songs, be like, hey, what you think? You be like, I'm not about to pick your career. Like,
if you want, which one do you like, and which one on this album or this
mixtape prophecy
is your favorite? That's all I need.
A lot of times they don't know their favorites, bro. They leave it up to everybody, which is good. Which is good, but that's when we spin them and be like, hey, let's have a listening party. You can rent out the room upstairs, and then you play it for a bunch of people, and they'll tell you what your single is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people know how to do it.
FYI, 245 is coming out soon.
What's 245?
That's that plug.
That's the plug. I'm telling you.
Tell me.
I'll let you listen to a little snippet of it.
That's the plug.
I still ain't got the email. I really don't. You think I'm joking?
I got the email and I sent it directly to him. I'm tired of you honking me about
he made this beat. It's like a rock kind of beat. I want that so bad.
Said on his live, I didn't like slurring and everything. I ain't got the email, bro.
Look, check this out. There's no email. There's not a new email in there. I got something by DJ Showtime. There's nothing in there.
There's nothing in there.
All right, I'm
gonna check my spam folder.
There's
Look,
nothing in there.
Look, no spam here, so it's not a spam folder.
Okay, there's nothing in the spam.
I don't think you want me to have that beat. That beat dope too.
It's fire.
Yeah, look, you see his fire, he put his phone down.
I didn't even put it down.
So again, see, you took me off of what I was saying.
You weren't even talking. He was talking.
Look what you did.
Yeah,
you did that.
Okay,
you sent an email.
And again, you can also join the conversation at 614-781-0754. Please join our conversation. We're making it where you have all the opportunities in the world if there's something that you want to do. to actually be involved. Okay. And hubby, stop it. You stop it right now. Right now. Okay. Okay, so it's 7:54. We got anything? William, you got anything you want to plug other than what you said?
I already put 245. I'm just saying.
245 is coming.
Is it a track or a project?
Yes, no. It's
just a track. Okay.
It's a track. Okay, Brandy.
That's the banger.
We'd like to thank you for coming. Thank you. We're talking over them now. Okay. We'd like to thank you. We'd like to thank you for coming. See what I got to deal with on a regular.
No, this was fun. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad
Thank you.
Fun. I'm complaining, turning everybody against me.
Brat. Anyway, and then Mr. Capone, who keeps turning off stuff on us.
I did that one time.
You did it twice to show us what you do to, Olivia too. Olivia, I can't wait to see you
She's
next
not coming
week.
back. You need to call, so we're gonna see you at 5:30 next Tuesday. All right, good. We'll see her. So get your new wig and make sure it's not in your face for the camera because there's a camera right there.
I didn't know. I was like, okay.
And we have Patrice, Morris, me, and Spotlight of Columbus. We thank you for joining us tonight.
Joining us.
We're gonna give her drink next week.
Now this is the detox. This is the rehabilitation part. You just gotta
it's
get
2
through
weeks
it.
though. It's been 2 weeks.
She needs 60 days to get her list in away because she's stuttering and everything.
Just
She's
like you
developing
your life.
MH Radio,
Oh,
Spotlight of Columbus. Thank you so much for joining. We will see you next Monday.
Bye.
Say bye.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. Yeah. Look. It's like I show up at like 2:45 before the morning. That's some sort of surprise. Just to be sure that you mind. Can see you every day. If I want you on a wedding, they think it's important to try. Applying more than my mind to you. These raps and these rhymes for you. Checking in them shorts that you less important for I. Got me thinking I would pay it if your mortgage was high. Come around, I'll rub you down. You get your boy a massage. I'll enjoy it a lot. I think commitment without you, what option is it? Got me so optimistic. I feel I should stop and get some things to God. He got me with you. Other men I contend is your girlfriend just got to witness what we have. Stop the dissing, baby. Cause I've been on it. Really trying to fix shit. Baby, no lying, you my addiction. Feeling delighted, this life I missed it. All I desire, retire, quit this game that you playing. They come with me, G, baby. Hey.
Girl, it's like you know me. The way you walk in, girl, is you gon' show me. The things you do to me is something so new to me. What must I prove to you to show you ain't losing me? You know that you led me from the door. I'm down to take it slow.
Yeah.
Case you
It's
did
like,
know.
I really like that Nicki Minaj type attitude, plus you thinking them thighs tight. You more than attractive, I can prove it through action. If you think a nigga acting as if I was Makai Fife, treat you like the angel God had you designed like bathtub, back rub. After that, you had your wine night. Now enter intuition, go and listen to signs might appear. I had an ear to understand you the white type. I'm thinking I can hold your ass close to the end. And niggas get the notion, don't approach you again. So ring finger, make a toast to you in. These the type of things I'm thinking while alone at the crib. Not sure if you the one, but girl, I'm hoping you is. Kept my focus, you was open and no joke or pretend. Feel like you could be my wife by the time I'm older with kids. So I had to make the song just so you know what it is. Time to meet you, baby. Yeah.